Welcome to the Hideaway Farm. This beautiful place created by God was formerly owned by Johnny Cash. It was his favorite place. He loved this place. Well, have you noticed these angels on the farmhouse? My understanding is Cindy Cash, his daughter, gave these to Johnny Cash, and he put them up on the farmhouse. We're going to talk about angels. Do they really look like these figures on the farmhouse? If you go to Matthew 26:53, Jesus is being captured, if you can capture God, for goodness sake, by the troops. They had swords and shields, and they were going to carry Jesus away, which is what they did. But this is what Jesus said to them. Do you think I cannot call on my Father, and he will at once put at my disposal more than 12 legions of angels? There's a lot of fear in America right now. There's a lot of fear in the world. But we have nothing to fear if we trust in Jesus. Think of these angels. They surround us. Sure, somebody could come in and take my life. But how bad is that when I get to go to be with God? So, my wife and I, being missionary kids, we know a lot about angel stories. And by the way, they don't look like these angels on the farmhouse, though they're beautiful and very symbolic. I'm going to tell you some stories that have happened, and there's many, many more stories, but this might change your thinking about what angels are really like. John Patton, he was a missionary to South Pacific. And the chief in that town said, there were hundreds of tall men in shining garments with drawn swords circulating about your house, so we could not attack you. Here's a Norwegian missionary, Mary Monsen, in North China. Tall soldiers with shiny faces on a high roof of the compound. This is why they weren't attacked. Morris Plotz, missionary to East Africa. And here's what a tribesman tells the judge. We were on our way to attack and destroy all the people and the school. That kind of hits home to me because I went to a boarding school. But as we came closer, all of a sudden, people between us and the school, there were many huge men dressed in white with flaming swords, and we became afraid and ran to hide. Then here's a story from 1920. Clyde Taylor, missionary to headhunting tribe in South America in the 1920s. And the natives said, I remember that night. There were 44 of us, and we were coming to set fire to your hut. When we got there and surrounded the hut, we realized we could not attack because there were hundreds of men dressed in white with swords and shields standing all around your hut and even on the roof. That is why I am a Christian now. So what is our prayer for this farm? We want people to be touched by the supernatural. Sometimes we call this place the thin place, where heaven and earth is really close. You feel the spirit world. And this is our dream, that this place is a place where angels can come and rest their wings, if in fact they ever rest. Here on earth, we keep them pretty busy, don't we? And that the pure in heart will touch the veil. This is our prayer. Someday I'd love to see an angel standing right in front of this house, but whether I do or not, I will tell you this truth about angels, and that we all have guardian angels, including the children. It's a sobering reminder to those who are hurt children, hurt babies. But it's also a reminder to us that to be encouraged, we have nothing to fear. God protects us. Thank you. That's my story about angels, and it's a true story. Thank you.